What if I told you? There are places in America where the sun sets and people lock their doors, load their guns, and pray until morning. Places where ambulances refuse to go without police escort. Where entire neighborhoods have been abandoned to crime, chaos, and fear. Tonight, we're not talking about war zones overseas. We're talking about right here in the United States of America. Stay with me because place number 1 might be closer to you than you think. From crumbling inner-city blocks to forgotten desert towns, from drug-ravaged corners to places where the murder rate rivals active conflict zones. This is a journey through the parts of America most tourists never see, and most locals never leave. Let's count them down. Number 20, East St. Louis, Illinois. Just across the river from St. Louis, Missouri, lies a city that used to be an industrial powerhouse. Today, East St. Louis battles chronic poverty, population collapse, and one of the highest violent crime rates in the Midwest. Entire blocks stand empty, testaments to a city that time and opportunity left behind. Number 19, Gary, Indiana. Once the steel capital of America, Gary now holds a darker title. With its population less than half of what it once was, thousands of homes sit abandoned, swallowed by nature, crime, and neglect. Number 18, Camden, New Jersey. Just across the river from Philadelphia, Camden has spent decades fighting to shed its reputation as one of the most dangerous cities in America. Poverty here runs deep, and for years, the police force itself was rebuilt from scratch in an attempt to regain control. Number 17, Detroit, certain neighborhoods. Michigan. Detroit has fought hard to rebuild its downtown core, but drive a few miles out into neighborhoods like Chatsey-Condon or parts of the East Side, and you'll find block after block of abandoned homes, a haunting reminder of the city's decades-long population exodus. Number 16, Memphis, Tennessee. The birthplace of the blues carries a heavier rhythm today. Memphis consistently ranks among the top cities in America for violent crime, with certain neighborhoods seeing rates far above the national average. Number 15, St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis has topped national crime rankings more than once. Certain North Side neighborhoods report homicide rates that outpace many entire countries, leaving residents caught between the city they love and the danger they can't ignore. Number 14, Birmingham, Alabama. A city built on steel and civil rights history now carries the weight of persistent violent crime, concentrated heavily in a handful of struggling neighborhoods. Number 13, Little Rock, Arkansas. Beneath its quiet southern charm, Little Rock has struggled for years with gang activity and a violent crime rate significantly above the national average. Number 12, Cleveland, Ohio. Once a booming industrial hub on Lake Erie, Cleveland's east side has struggled with decades of population loss, poverty, and violent crime that refuses to fade. Number 11, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Milwaukee's north side has seen a sharp rise in violent crime over the past decade, driven by economic disparity that splits the city almost in half. Number 10, Baltimore, Maryland. Baltimore's homicide rate has, in recent years, ranked among the highest of any major American city. Rows of vacant houses, thousands of them, stand as silent witnesses to a crisis decades in the making. Number 9, Chicago, South and West Side, Illinois. Chicago's skyline is one of the most beautiful in the world. But away from the lakefront, in pockets of the South and West Side, gun violence has claimed thousands of lives over the past decade, a crisis that's made international headlines for years. Number 8, New Orleans, Louisiana. The city of jazz and Mardi Gras hides a darker undercurrent. New Orleans has struggled for years with one of the highest murder rates in the country, especially outside its famous tourist core. Number 7, Kansas City, Missouri. Kansas City has quietly become one of the deadliest cities per capita in the United States, with certain neighborhoods recording homicide rates that shock even seasoned crime analysts. Number 6, Oakland, California. Across the bay from San Francisco's tech wealth, Oakland faces a starkly different reality: persistent violent crime, carjackings, and a police department stretched thin across a sprawling city. Number 5, Detroit, downtown contrast. Michigan, deep dive. We return to Detroit because no single pass can capture it. This is a city of two realities. A revitalized downtown filled with new investment, and surrounding neighborhoods still fighting decades of disinvestment and violent crime. Number 4. Memphis. South Memphis deep dive. Tennessee. South Memphis has become ground zero for some of the city's most persistent violence. A place where community leaders fight daily against cycles of poverty and gun crime. Number 3. St. Louis, North City. Missouri, deep dive. North St. Louis has one of the highest concentrations of vacant buildings in America. Some blocks have lost over 80% of their population since the 1970s, leaving behind a landscape that looks more like a ghost town than a major American city. Number 2. Baltimore, West Baltimore. Maryland, deep dive. West Baltimore, made famous by television, but lived in by real families every single day. Here, the murder rate has, in some years, surpassed that of entire nations at war. Number 1. And now, we've reached one of the cities that repeatedly appears near the top of America's most dangerous city rankings. But there's a problem. The answer changes depending on which numbers you use. Homicides, violent crime, poverty, drugs. These numbers tell only part of the story, because behind every statistic is a real neighborhood, a real family, and people who are still trying to build a better life. So which city takes the number 1 spot? The answer may surprise you.